On September 16, 1890, Louis Le Prince boarded a train in Dijon, France, headed for Paris. He had been visiting his brother. He had luggage. He had plans. Then he vanished. The train arrived in Paris. Louis Le Prince didn't. No confirmed sighting after Dijon. No belongings recovered. No clear explanation that closes the loop. And here's why this isn't just a missing person story. Louis Le Prince may have been one of the first people to successfully film motion pictures. If he had lived long enough to demonstrate his work publicly, history might credit him as the father of cinema. Instead, he disappears, and the story moves on without him. Most people hear the birth of film and think Edison, the Lumiere brothers, early projectors, the first screenings. But Louis Le Prince complicates that timeline. In the late 1880s, he was building cameras designed to capture motion, not one still image, but a sequence. And in 1888, in England, he filmed short clips, only a few seconds long, but unmistakably moving pictures. One of the best known surviving examples is Roundhay Garden Scene, a handful of seconds of people walking in a garden. Simple, but real. Because that tiny ordinary moment is why his disappearance matters. It's proof he wasn't just talking, he was doing it. That's early, earlier than most people realize. So Le Prince isn't just a guy who disappeared. He's a guy who disappeared at the exact moment the invention race was about to decide who gets remembered. By 1890, he was preparing to travel and present his work more widely, including plans tied to the United States and his family. Before leaving, he goes to Dijon to visit his brother. Then on September 16th, he heads to Paris by train, and he takes a later train than planned. That detail matters because people were expecting him in Paris. The last confirmed person known to have seen him is his brother. After that, nothing. No arrival, no meeting, no message. And because this is 1890, the world has huge blind spots. No cameras, no digital records, no fast alerts. People can slip between the cracks. But this case stays strange because even for 1890, you'd expect something to surface eventually. A bag, a witness, a credible lead. Instead, the trail goes cold. So what happened between Dijon and Paris? There are three main theories people argue about. Let's walk through them quickly and honestly. Theory 1 is accident or travel mishap. This is the most boring, and sometimes the most plausible. Rail travel then wasn't sealed or controlled the way we imagine today. Crowded stations, imperfect records, confusion, wrong assumptions. It's possible something went wrong during the journey and the story broke somewhere between stops. But here's the issue. If it was a normal mishap, why does nothing resurface? Not even the luggage. That missing luggage is like a second disappearance inside the first one. So yes, possible, but it doesn't neatly satisfy the details. Theory 2 is outside involvement. People lean into this because the disappearance feels clean. No arrival, no belongings, no closure. So did someone intervene? There are two versions: personal motives and professional motives. Personal motives could be money, family tension, private disputes. The problem is simple. We don't have a solid piece of proof that points to one specific person and one specific motive. Professional motives are the famous version because Le Prince wasn't just building a camera. He was standing near the beginning of an industry that would become enormous. And when credit, patents, and money are involved. Stories get messy fast. That's why Thomas Edison's name gets pulled into this case so often. But we have to be careful. The Edison did it version spreads because it's dramatic, not because it's proven. The evidence for that is thin. What is real is the aftermath. Once Le Prince vanished, the fight over invention credit hardened into a legal and historical war. And when the person who could claim, "I did it first," disappears, the story gets written without them. Theory 3 is a deliberate disappearance. This is the most cinematic. New identity, fresh start, vanish into the fog. But it's hard to make it fit. People were expecting him in Paris. He was near a major public moment, and deliberate disappearances usually leave a trail. Money moved, sightings, contacts. Here, we don't have that. So what's the answer? We don't have proof, but the most credible explanation is a travel mishap between Dijon and Paris, with outside involvement as the big maybe. We can't confirm. Either way, the timing is what makes it stick. Le Prince vanished right before history decided who gets remembered as the father of cinema. Which explanation fits best? Travel mishap, outside involvement, or a deliberate vanishing? Drop your theory and the detail that convinced you. And if you like historical mysteries, where one missing person can reshape an entire timeline, like and subscribe. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and never stop seeking the truth. Thank you for watching.